Then you make him go down the field, come underneath the coverage, and catch a tough ball up and away from him. But it's a pretty good throw by John Elway. That tells me Von Hebron must be a good receiver.
And they got the matchup they wanted. Kirkland, 99, the big linebacker on the running back.
But Hebron didn't like that matchup. He's 5'8" and 192, and Kirkland's the biggest backer in the NFL. First down, Elway on his back foot, incomplete. He had to get rid of it, looking for Rod Smith. Carnell Lake covering.
You know, you've talked about so many times about pick up the blitz. I mean, Elway had time. This offensive line and backs picked up the blitz.
They do a terrific job. LeVon Kirkland on the blitz. Elway must see him. He's picked up. He rushes the throw just a little bit, leaves the receiver too much.
LeVon Kirkland has played as big as his stature today. Second down and 10. Elway gets away and throws incomplete. No flag. He had Hebron there. And Dante Jones could taste the sack.
Boy, you want to talk about experience as a quarterback and where it pays off in a game. John Elway, Dante Jones is going to really knock him. Nobody touches Jones, 54. Look at this. He comes in. Watch what Elway does. Not only gets rid of him, gets the ball out, and then throws it at a receiver. Well, save the sack.
It helps to have a lot of ability. That's where John Elway has it. You bet. Terrific play on his part to keep it now 3rd and 10 instead of 3rd and 18.
A leaping catch by Rod Smith, who starred in the game against Pittsburgh 5 weeks ago. He had 70 catches as he emerged as a solid receiver out of Missouri Southern. 18 on the play.
Protection. That's what starts it. Gives Rod Smith a chance to go deep down the field. John Elway throws it high to make sure the ball's not hit by underneath coverage. And Rod Smith, these receivers, they know it's going to be physical inside. They go up, catch it with their body when they can.
Did you see that shot, Dick, with Elway? All you see is Elway. You don't see any black shirts. The lane was open for him to throw.
3 catches for Smith. First down, trailing 14-7. Hebron with Terrell Davis still on the sidelines. Picked up after a yard or two at the 25-yard line to give him a yard.
Well, Terrell Davis not being in there, you know that it has to change the play calls for the Denver Broncos. And the running game there, first down, you run the draw. You try to be deceptive with it instead of just lining up and running Terrell Davis at you.
Terrell Davis had only 75 yards, one of the rare times held under 100 all season long in that first game. And a big opening quarter, but now sideline, poked in the eye. Second and 10. Elway play action, steps up, throws to the end zone for Sharp. Incomplete. LeVon Kirkland, and look at the mobility of this big linebacker covering the tight end all the way to the end zone.
Well, the weaknesses of a defense when the safeties go outside and try to double cover the wide receivers is down the middle. LeVon Kirkland, 99. When that happens, you have the tight end down the field by yourself. He's in better position to catch the ball than Shannon Sharp that time.
Well, you know what that is? When you watch LeVon Kirkland take off, Dick, what he did is he takes the shortest distance. I mean, he really is a great defensive player because he gets himself in a position that he can't cover.
He knew the pass coverage. He knew that's where the weakness was. Paul, good point. He's looking for it down the middle.
So 3rd and 10. Elway throws it away. McCaffrey was the closest receiver. Elway ran out of time thanks to Kevin Henry and Jason Gilden applying the pressure.
Well, a good job by the offensive line. Let's look at how long John Elway has to throw. Good pocket, looks down the field, nobody open. Over almost 3.5 seconds, plenty of time. 2.7 to 3 is excellent. So good job by the offensive line of the Denver Broncos.
43-yard attempt by Jason Elam, who was 26 for 36 during the season. 53 is longest. He drives it. Good. And the Broncos settle for 3. It's 14 to 10. 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the opening half here in Pittsburgh. The winner to the Super Bowl, the Steelers. 10. Kickoff from Elam with Will Blackwell and Andre Coleman deep. Blackwell, who had a 97-yard kickoff return for touchdown against the Ravens. He's got it. just across the 30-yard line. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, Dick. Well, Terrell Davis is being examined right now. He has a laceration over his right eye. As you can see right here, he was poked in the eye on this play. He's been over on the bench with Steve Antonopoulos. He's having a little bit of a vision problem. He got up, however, with Gary Kubiak and Alex Gibbs, who are coaches for the Broncos, so it looks as though he should be able to return to the game. Dick?
All right, thank you, Jim. The Steelers missed a field goal on their first possession and then have scored on their last two, so they have moved the ball effectively.
Well, Denver's got to find a way defensively to just slow this team down.
8 minutes, 11 seconds left in this opening half. Stewart. Screen. Complete to Bettis. Bettis tackled at the 33-yard line. A gain of 3. Romanowski, Aldridge, and Traylor in on the stop.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are trying everything to take advantage of a Denver defense that I would consider that likes to run and is fast. So they're faking, doing a lot of motion one way, throwing back and running away from the original way they start.
You're already using that talent of Stewart, always a threat to run, to roll, then stop, roll back the other way.
Hey,
a half roll.
If he rolls left, I'd run left. I'd try.
Charles Johnson in motion. He's the man who blocked Atwater so well in game 1. Down the middle it goes to Thigpen, and he can't hold on to this one. Leaped as high as he could at the 49-yard line of the Broncos. Atwater and Crockett had him sandwiched.
This is the classic example of Yancey Thigpen saying, whenever the ball's in the air, it's mine. Watch how he grabs his ball, and then he tries to bring it in. He's going up, it's mine. Now I can't bring it in. He brings it right down to the ground.
His idol as a kid was the Steeler great Lynn Swann, but he wears another Steeler great, 82, John Stallworth's number. And in fact, both of those men, Swann and Stallworth, are in the final 15 for the balloting for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which will be announced just before the Super Bowl. Stewart, blitz on, throws incomplete. Glenn Cadrez was the man blitzing. Courtney Hawkins defended by Steve Atwater.
Well, this is the first punt for Pittsburgh.
Down comes the somewhat maligned kicker, Josh Miller. Cowher has his own feelings. In fact, has said he has a love-hate relationship with this young man.
Yeah, he loves it when he kicks good, and he hates it when he kicks bad.
That works.
I like that.
He's had some really disappointing punts, to put it mildly, and then against New England came up with 2 big kicks late in the game. He's from Arizona. Dorian Gordon, who returned 3 touchdowns during the regular season. Hangs it high. Gordon fumbles the ball, and it's recovered, or is it? Yes, by Denver at the 25-yard line. Ray Crockett was the man on the spot for Denver.
This is what happens to you when you take your eye off the ball. You're looking to run. The ball hits him in the face. I mean, I'm sorry, he didn't take his eye off the ball. The ball hit him in the eye, so he wasn't looking at it.
Watch him, Paul. You can see just at the last second, he's trying to see the defenders coming down the field. Misses the ball.
Where the Steelers lead at 14-10, midpoint second quarter. After the recovered fumbled on the kick. In the backfield is Terrell Davis back in the lineup, and Myron Bell on a blitz runs right into the play.
Well, you got to time these blitzes perfectly for him to really work. And Myron Bell, he's watching John Elway. He times the snap count perfectly, comes between the gaps. Nobody can block him, makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, people really don't realize how hard this is for a defensive back. When you're blitzing, you're thinking quarterback, and then all of a sudden you have to adjust your route when you see the ball being handed out by the runner. That is a great play by Bell.
Davis doesn't often get stuffed for a 4-yard loss. Second and 14, Elway. Pick up the blitz, and it blocked, and it may have almost intercepted as the ball again. Nolan Harrison has his second block of this first half and almost deflected it into the arms of his teammate.
You've got to realize how good a defensive play this is. This is the second time Nolan Harrison. Look at he's being double teamed, and he just sees it the last second. I got to get my hand up, and he does, knocks it down. Yeah, you're the man.
Harrison, who played at Indiana, was a 6th-round pick of the Raiders 6 years ago. 3rd and 14, and the crowd volume turned up for Elway. Elway won for the last 6. throws to the sideline, and a flag down. 2 of them down, and interference is going to be called against the Steelers. If the ball had been caught, it would not have been enough for a first down. So this is a big call. Should it be interference against the Steelers?
Carnell Lake definitely had his hands on the receiver on the outside.
And there is another flag on the far side of the field, so this will have to be sorted out.
Offsetting.
Well, you can see, read the lips of Blum. He said offsetting.
Illegal formation, 77 offense was not lined up on the line of scrimmage. Pass interference, 27 defense. Those penalties offset. Repeat third down.
Well, the Steelers dodged the bullet on the negating penalties.
You know, the last game when these guys played, you talk about 11 drops. Well, here is the pass interference penalty. I'll get back to this in a second.
Right hand goes around.
Well, that was really close. I mean,
Tony Jones, the right tackle. What happens? You got to have your foot. You can put that right foot back in the backfield, but that right tackle's got to be the belt of your center.
3rd and 14, and Elway can't get rid of it. The sack to Bell. Boo Bell, who grew up as a kid in Toledo, Ohio, with a dream that he would wear the black and gold of the Pittsburgh Steelers, had Pittsburgh drapes, Steeler blanket, Steeler jerseys, and now plays into his dream.
Well, it's good timing by the Steelers again. Byron Bell from the outside. There's nobody there to block him. John Elway, he's looking down the field trying to pick up the first down. The Steelers just bring more people than the Denver Broncos have to block them.
Tom Rowan's first punt from his goal line. He takes the snap, drives a spiral into the sunlight to Blackwell inside the 40. Gets a couple of blocks. Has some room now. And finally chipped it from behind by Carlos Emmons at the 44-yard line. Make it John Mobley with the tackle. A flag is down. 48-yard punt, 19 on the return. Penalty against Denver. Face mask.
well, that's decline.
Well, they'll just tack it on from a spot where the return man was tackled if it is a personal foul.
I don't want you coaching my team if you're going to decline on that ball.
Now, wait a minute now. Is this, you know, you're talking about if it's during, if it was before the play, then well, you're jumping on me. You turn
I'm not
on me.
jumping on
you get
you.
to the championship game and start turning on me, man.
No, you know me.
wait a minute.
Personal foul, 15-yard face mask penalty. Number 89 to the kicking team. That penalty is declined. First down, Pittsburgh.
Dwyer's right again. Is he ever wrong? I don't think so. We have a timeout. 5:32 left of the half. Part of the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, when he tried to take his shirt off and he has it sewed to his back.
He's probably tough enough to do it. That was moments ago.
I would think so.
Returned by Blackwell of 19 yards, and the Steelers with a 4-point lead. First down at the 44 Denver. Flags are down. And incomplete the throw by Stewart to Thigpen.
Snap
like
count.
Mike Lodish kind of leaned forward.
Yep, the snap count by Cordell Stewart. Got the defensive lineman.
Well, Keith Traylor was telling us that Cordell Stewart does have a good hard count.
Offside, 97 defense. 5 yards, repeat first down.
You know, Dick, before we're trying to make a point. Well, we're going to listen to the snap count. That was just regular old snap count.
Yeah, it was. He's just trying to be greedy, get there quick. It's not a John Elway snap count.
First and 5, and Bettis buries tacklers inside the 35, close to a first down. Alfred Williams on top of the ball carrier.
You know, I was trying to make a point before. I'm going to finish it. The Broncos in the last game, 11 drop passes, Dick. And they found a way to lose that ball game. And in this ball game here, you look at it, trying to find a way to win. Well, they've already had an interception. They've had a fumble, and they almost fumbled the punt return. So they're going backwards again.
Well, the fumble punt return, that's their fault. The other two were created by the Pittsburgh Steelers. They were aggressive. That's the reason for the interception and the fumble.
Second and a short 2. Stewart looking for something big. took it away from his teammate. But boy, did they have that covered, and you pointed it out, Phil. He's been flirting with trouble the whole half, throwing into double coverage.
The last time they scored on the touchdown drive, he threw twice into double coverage. This time, nobody open. Yancey Thigpen, he's kind of like the outlet receiver in case the defense really gambles. It takes too many chances. Steve Atwater goes up for the interception. Ray Crockett takes it away from him. But look at the coverage on Yancey Thigpen. Both defenders in position to make the interception. Bad decision by Cordell Stewart when you're in scoring territory too.
You know what's nice about Atwater, smart as he is, a veteran, gives the ball to Crockett. Didn't fight him, let him have it. You go ahead and take it.
Crockett, who's playing in his last year of the contract, had 4 interceptions in the regular season. That keeps the Broncos within 4 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. Elway shoots it over the middle to Rod Smith. First down, 13 on the play.
Well, that was an audible by John Elway. Just in case his receivers couldn't hear him, he made a hand signal to tell him what to do. Good protection. Rod Smith, a lot of times you think deep when your defense is blitzing. Carnell Lake faked out. Rod Smith goes over the middle. There can't be anybody in the middle because they're blitzing. Watch John Elway. The crowd noise, it bothers him. So the receiver, if they can't hear the audible, they see that signal, they know to change their routes.
Davis trying to thread his way, but just no opening. Earl Holmes made the stop after a yard gain. Rod Smith, who is leading all receivers in this first half for the Broncos with 4 catches. His nickname is Foots.
He's got 2 of them, 2 foots.
Well, no, because, well, the fact that he wears a 13 and a half for a wide receiver, that's good-sized foots. And he delivered with the hands as well with 70 receptions this year. That'll get you some traction. 2nd and 9. Smith, Foots in motion. Elway. Chased by Kirkland, dumps it off to Griffith, his fullback, and he has his first catch and a first down at the 45-yard line. Holmes made the tackle.
So many things to say. This Denver offensive line, when you blitz them or you try to put pressure on the quarterback, they're always in position to pick it up. And John Elway hasn't moved around a lot in the last 5 or 6 games for the Denver Broncos. That time, nobody opened down the field. He moves out. Good job by the offensive back getting out there and catching it.
Denver with the lightest offensive line, if you can call an average of 289 light, but in NFL terms, it is the smallest line in the league. But they're mobile. That's true of the Steelers as well. The throw downfield is Sharp, backpedaling with a catch and falling at the 35-yard line of Pittsburgh.
Oh, Dick, you know, Phil, you've been talking about this offensive line in the pickup. It's unbelievable.
It's a good job, Paul, picking up. And what happens when you pick it up? You give the receivers time to get down the field. It's a blitz by the Steelers. Shannon Sharp going down the seam. They're playing a little zone behind it. Look at that big open space. Elway anticipates, lead the receiver into it for the catch.
The thing about it is, Elway, there wasn't a guy within 5 yards of Elway, and that was a blitz. And you give him that much time, he's going to make it work.
Sharp, who led all tight ends in the league with catches this year, brings these teams to the 2-minute war at Three Rivers, one of the world's most enduring corporate symbols. The Goodyear Blimps Spirit of Akron providing beautiful aerial shots today. For more information on the Goodyear Blimps, try its internet site at www.goodyear.com.
I flew that thing, you know.
Did you really?
A couple times.
Actually, did you pilot it or passenger?
No, I piloted. I was a pilot. I put my arm out when I took a left, put my arm right out the window.
Did your weight bring it down? That's what I want to know.
We kept going nose down a lot.
2 minutes left in the half. Denver trails Pittsburgh 14-10. Broncos first down at the 37. Elway. Incomplete. Rod Smith in the area, and a flag is down. Ed McCaffrey was the short man in the flat, and Rod Smith downfield. It looks as if we've got either holding or interference against the Steelers.
Holding is 5 yards. Interference, that's down there. That's interference. That's big. That puts the ball about the 16-yard line. 15.
Pass interference. 30 defense. First down, Denver.
Rookie Chad Scott.
That's right. I'm sorry. Chad Scott, a rookie. He knows he's always going to be tested deep because he's a rookie. He says, they'll do this until I earn a reputation, but it's down the field. Put his hands on Rod Smith. Made him slip. The official standing right there sees that. That's why he throws the flag.
22-yard penalty. Ball at the 16. 1:54 left in the half. McCaffrey in motion. Elway to Howard Griffith, and the fullback is to the goal line. Touchdown! Howard Griffith, and how about this? Did not score a touchdown rushing or receiving all year. He's got one today in the playoffs.
I'd check those gloves.
Boy,
He have gloves on, he'd check those hands.
Look
What
at John
great
Elway.
hands!
John Elway very excited about the play because he knows it's not a good throw by him. He throws it behind the receiver, Howard Griffith, out in the flat. It's a blitz by the Steelers. Sticks that left hand out, brings it right in.
Griffith had never scored on a touchdown pass. That's the 41st receiver in Elway's history to score. As Elam adds the extra point, and Denver reclaims the lead at 17-14.
John Elway, he's still excited about this throw because he knows it's not good. When your receiver bails you out, not only does he catch it, but he scores.
John Elway in the closing minutes of the first half, 4 for 4, 15 on the touchdown to Howard Griffith for the lead. The NBA doubleheader, and then the finals of the Bob Hope Chrysler Classic. It'll be Saturday at 3, and then after basketball on Sunday. Always a great golf event. Bob's friends from Stage, Screen, Sports, and Politics join the PGA Tour's best. Coming up Saturday on NBC.
A couple of football players, Emmitt Smith, Marcus Allen. I was going to play, Dick. I really was.
But you're not a player.
No, I am, but I had to cancel because I lost my one ball.
We're going to miss you. Elam sends Blackwell into the end zone, and the Steelers, who have all 3 timeouts remaining, will start at the 20. And recapping that go-ahead touchdown drive by the Broncos, it started after the interception in the end zone by Ray Crockett, and Elway needed only 5 plays to go the 80 yards for the touchdown in the lead.
And one other point about that catch by Howard Griffith out in the flat. I was telling Paul during the break, you know, as a quarterback, most of the time you throw those passes behind the back in the flat, they reach back with that left hand. Oh, and what do? They hit it up in the air, and it usually gets intercepted. Usually, only bad things can happen when you throw behind an offensive back in that situation.
And a rarely used receiver, Griffith makes a solid reception and the touchdown. Now Stewart and the Steelers go to work, and incomplete as Stewart, really drilled by Tyrone Braxton, came through the safety blitz.
I'm sorry about the sound effects, but I knew what Cordell Stewart is exposed, and Tyrone Braxton just hits him right in the chest.
Well, two blitzers come from this side. They can pick up one. The second one, Tyrone Braxton comes through. Cordell lucky it's not intercepted. And you know what happens? You're not expecting a blitz in this situation if you're a quarterback or the offense. The Broncos catch them by surprise.
Stewart, who has been slow in the first half this year, but torrid in the second half, is now 6 for 15. Second and 10. Down the middle. Open is Charles Johnson. Breaks a tackle. A flag is down as Johnson is hit at the 38.
Justin Strelzik, Dick, just ripped down Neil Smith. I mean, just ripped him down. It was a takedown. Justin Strelzik said, "Well, I'm shaking that. Why? You don't get me. I didn't do anything." He didn't, huh? I mean, this was followed all the way.
Holding 73 offense, 10 yards, repeat second down.
Strelzik, the bearded one from the University of Maine.
Well, this is really truly a takedown. Here it comes. Right arm. Let me pull you down here. Hello. Oops.
You want to know what this NFL life will do to a guy, a handsome guy like Strelzik?
Oh.
I mean, that's a rookie. He had some looks, didn't he?
He's from Buffalo, New York now. Be careful.
Ball back at the 10, and on the draw, McAfee to the 22-yard line. He's been used sparingly this year. That's only 13 carries on the regular season and 41 yards for the former Mississippi College star.
Well, Denver would like to stop him on his third down pass or run or whatever it is. With their timeouts, they should get good field position, have a chance to move down, and at least get a chance to kick a field goal.
Third down and 8. Season-long run for McAfee, 12 yards. They're showing a heavy blitz. Are they all coming? Yes, they are. And the throw into the flat incomplete to Hawkins as Stewart had no chance to find an open man.
Well, that's what happens. You get a third and long, Dick. You bring up all these guys on defense, and the Steelers have no chance of picking it up. They got to throw it quick. Randy Hilliard, number 21, coming from the outside. Look, good job of the Steelers picking up most of them, but there's one free guy, makes him throw it before he wants.
So into punt formation goes Josh Miller. Last punt for 42, and Darian Gordon, who bobbled the last kick, is back at the Denver 37. With 55 seconds left, and the Broncos with 2 timeouts. Miller hits a good one. Spirals it deep to the 25. Gordon 30, 35, 40, and 45. 20 on the return for the former Stanford star. 51-yard punt. The Broncos have a chance for more, leading 17-14. And a reminder, folks, tonight on Dateline.
It was a routine play in a big game as the nation watched.
Serious.
When I saw him walk up that interview, I had tears in my eyes. I really did. Here he is. He stands up and walks up to the podium. That's incredible.
That was chilling. With 2 timeouts left, Elway throws it long. And Smith and a flag down, and he was held by Carnell Lake is going to be the call. At the 20-yard line.
Well, there's some contact with their hands down the field. But is it a penalty? It didn't look like one from up here.
Pass interference, 37 defense. First down and Denver.
Denver's got 37 seconds and 2 timeouts.
It's good coverage by Carnell Lake. The Broncos fake right to go deep left, and there's one of the reasons why they called it contact down the field, impede the progress of the wide receiver.
If he doesn't stick that right arm out, Phil, they will never call it because they're just bumping. They're both turning for position.
34-yard penalty. First down at the 20 with 37 seconds left. Davis to the 10-yard line, and it appears to be another first down, and the Broncos spend their second timeout. 1 remains. They're at the 10. 27 seconds left. Broncos by 3. His feet are in bounds.
Watch his feet. And he extends the ball over the goal line. That's a touchdown, folks.
He breaks the plane, no question about it.
Well, it was a perfect call by the Denver Broncos. They expected blitz. They got it. They got Ed McCaffrey going outside on a quick pass. Enables John Elway to get rid of it. Ed McCaffrey, 6'5", stretches. Looks what might be a touchdown, but Denver misses on that last run.
He may have had that knee down as he was stretching.
Yes. But Dick, they're a yard short here. They can still run the football. In halftime, what's third down? They wouldn't have time to run the field goal team on.
Run it anyway.
But they were short.
16 seconds. Elway rolls from. Same play to McCaffrey, touchdown. Same play that got them to the 1, and McCaffrey wide open in front of Myron Bell. And what a final 2 minutes for John Elway and the Broncos as they have scored 2 touchdowns in the 2 minutes of the half.
Well, what you do, you're in this situation, get your quarterback away from trouble. If they blitz and you throw the ball to your biggest, most physical receiver, Ed McCaffrey, 6'5", can go down, push off a little if he has to, create some separation for the touchdown.
What a block by Howard Griffith. He's the guy that opened it up for Elway.
Jason Elam adds the extra point, and in 30 seconds, Elway and the Denver Broncos go 54 yards and claim a 24-14. McCaffrey will remind 49er fans of Montana or Young to Jerry Rice.
Howard Griffith gets a great block on Jason Gilden. Phil just circled him. Look at this block, and it enables Elway to see McCaffrey the whole way. What a great block.
Dick, you're right. This is the play you've seen so many times from different looks that the 49ers love to use. They started it. Mike Shanahan used it when he went out there, and we see it all the time from the Denver Broncos.
They just squibbed this one down to John Whitman, who